Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is EV Ramna back with you explaining section 65A and section 66 of Trans Property Act. As you see section 65A is right before you. I will not take much time in explaining the whole uh, reading the whole section. I will just proceed to the explanation part. What is explanation 65A required? What is explanation 65A? The explanation when the property is given to the mortgagee and mortgagee has the physical possession of has the actual possession of the property. Still the mortgagee has a right to lease the property. Certain condition which the mortgagee will have to comply with before leaving the property on lease. What are these conditions? When that is what I told you, mortgagee has lawfully in possession of the property, and the mortgagee can still let the property on lease. So, point number one: every lease can be let by ordinary course of management or local usage or customs or local law. For example, it happens to be an agricultural land, and the crop grown for the season is seasonal crop. At that season, what crop is best? At that point of time, that land can be let on lease. Then the mortgagor will see that the best rent comes out of the property. Mortgagor will see that the best rent comes out of the property. He will reserve the rent, best rent. For example, best rent, when I say it is, suppose the property can fetch you 15,000 rupees per month. The mortgagor will not reserve 5,000 rupees. So he will have to fix to 15,000 rupees. And when it fixes the rate to 15,000 rupees per month, he will not take any premium or advance. Then what is the next condition? Next condition is the lease will not have a covenant for renewal. Covenant is nothing but a condition. Condition for renewal. Will not have a covenant for renewal. And the lease will be running. Lease will be running for 6 months. It is not a case where the lease has not yet started. Lease should be running for 6 months. And once the 6 months duration is over, the lease will come to an end. That is the general rule which I told you in case of other generally. And in case of building with or without land attached to the where the building is there is land or may not be with the land. In that such cases, the maximum period is 3 years. Maximum period is 3 years, and there will be a condition that in case rent is not paid, the mortgagor has a right to re-enter the property and evict the lessee. In addition to this is the condition prescribed in section 65A. In addition to this, the mortgagor or mortgagee may enter into their own terms and conditions. And when they enter into own terms and condition, that condition will be binding upon them. This section 65A will not be applicable to them. In other words, in absence of the agreement between the parties, section 65A will come into play. This is what section 65 says. Now we'll go to further section. Section 66. Sorry. Section 66 speaks about waste by mortgagor in possession. So normally, no person will waste his own property. And obviously, a question you may all ask me a question: why will a mortgagor waste his own property? Normally, a mortgagor will not waste his own property. But in case, now this is a section. I'm not going to read the section. You can just go through the section for your convenience. I'm going to the explanation part. See, as I told you, mortgagor will not be responsible for natural wear and tear. Natural wear and tear may be because of rain or because of as the painting comes down or the color of the building comes down. For that, he will not be responsible. Deterioration takes place because of natural calamity. Then the mortgagor will not be responsible for deterioration because of that condition. But intentionally, but there is a big but there. Intentionally, if the mortgagor causes destruction or cause injuries to the building, as such, the property value, the property which is secured with the mortgagee, on which the mortgage money was given to you, on security of the property, that mortgage money was given to you by the mortgagee. that property which was secured has become insufficient. In such cases, the mortgagor will become responsible. That is what it says. Now, what is insufficient is also explained in the explanation part. See, in case of building, it says it should exceed one half in case of building. What is one half? What is half? One half. Suppose the building is 1 lakh, suppose the building is say around 10 lakh rupees, and the mortgagor is taking a loan of 5 lakh rupees. Now, this 10 lakh rupees should not come down. The worth of the building is 10 lakh rupees. Half of the worth will be exceed half of the case of building. So 5 lakh rupees he has taken as mortgage money, and the worth of the building is 10 lakhs. The building's worth should not come down below 10 lakhs. In case it comes down, the mortgagor will become responsible. In other cases, it is one third of the security. It should exceed one third of the security. But generally, as all the questions may arise, no person will be interested in spoiling his own property, destroying his own, committing a deterioration in own property. But a general rule is not liable. In exception cases, if he intentionally commits a default, then the mortgagor is responsible. This is the explanation for section 66. By this, I close my session for section 65A and 66. If you like my channel, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. And if you have a doubt, please leave your comment in the comment box below so that I can reply to you as early as possible. Thank you.